The race is on. The race is on for your boy, Mr. Hugo Ekitike, man. Very, very highly rated striker. So 84 mil, 100 million euros, 84 million pounds. That is pretty much the going price that will be asked for this striker. So both Chelsea and Liverpool going into it. So before I did this video, I said, look, let me do some research. So I just looked at some clips. So you see, whenever I'm looking at highlights of a player, you're looking at two things. Is he good? Okay, that's the first thing. But remember, it's highlights. So they're showing you their best bits. So what I'm looking for is style of play. How do they play? What are their characteristics? Do those characteristics fit into the certain team? And because the striker, what kind of finisher are they and what kind of striker they are? And looking at this, I said to myself that he'd actually work for both teams. For both Chelsea and Liverpool, he'd work well for both teams. And because the way in which he plays is he's not a striker that plays with his back to goal. He's not like a Drogba. He's actually more like a Torres. He's a front foot striker. So if let's say you on the counter against a high line where there's space and it's end to end, he'd be great. He's mobile. So he's a guy that can be very good on the left wing or on the right wing, and he can really work really well with other wingers and strikers. So when you just look at how Maresca wants to operate, I think Ekitike, more so than Osimhen, more so than Gyokeres, would actually fit. But I'll tell you why I'd actually rather take Gyokeres and Osimhen. But I think his characteristic and his play style would work well for Chelsea, what Maresca wants. What's it called? But for Liverpool, oh, he is perfect. Because I look at Ekitike and I said to myself that I think this is a better version of Cody Rhodes, aka Cody Gakpo. And when you look at what Arne Slot did with Cody Gakpo, I'm like, bro, look at how good he's doing with a much lesser team. You put him in a much better team, specifically with Salah's creativity, Gravenberch's creativity, McAllister's creativity. Oh, this guy can cook. So I'm looking at how Liverpool play and how they operate. The guy's movements, his dribbling ability, his ability to take the ball from the halfway line and really cover a lot of ground, and his balance on the ball. I think that this guy would be perfect for Liverpool. And I now understand why he wants it, because I just look at how well Cody Gakpo played. I feel he is a better version of Cody Gakpo. So that is what Liverpool are getting. Here's my thing. If I'm Chelsea, I think it's a risk. If Chelsea are getting this guy, I would much rather roll with an Osimhen or a Gyokeres, because he's young, huge ceiling, and this just keep me objective. I feel that for someone like a Maresca, who I don't feel is as good a coach as on a Slot, I want Maresca to be given a proven striker, and a striker that doesn't need more development. This is the reality here. Look at what Slot did with Cody Gakpo. Look at what Slot did with the Gravenberch. And look at how Slot took Salah's game to the very next level. I think that there's a better chance that Slot allows Ekitike to reach his full potential. And I feel that there's a better chance for Ekitike to reach his full potential with Arne Slot's coaching than with Maresca. Because I'm looking at Maresca like, who have you really improved in this team? Like, Maresca, look, he's cool. I'm not the biggest fan of Maresca, but he's cool, but he's not as good a coach as Arne Slot. And what Arne Slot did this season was freaking amazing on a pure coaching level. So I want Chelsea to get a guy who he's ready. And I'm looking at Gyokeres, who I think is less mobile than Ekitike and less malleable, but Gyokeres is a far better finisher. And I think Gyokeres' finishing is far more refined and far more developed than Ekitike. And I think that there's already a ready-made striker and a ready-made goal scorer in either Gyokeres or Osimhen than there is for Ekitike. I look at Ekitike, because remember, here's the thing. Chelsea need a goal scorer. Liverpool don't need a goal scorer. They just need a guy to play striker who actually has a footballing brain, unlike that guy Darwin Núñez. So Chelsea need a proven goal scorer. Liverpool have a proven goal scorer in Salah. So what they need is a guy to play with Salah and help Salah with the goal scoring. So if you think about it logically, Chelsea going for Ekitike, that's a bad move. And that is too much of a risky move. Chelsea need to go for either an Osimhen or Gyokeres and just make him work for that damn team and make him connected to that damn team. And I think for Liverpool, it's for me. I'm just because I just watched him and I'm like, his movement, his ability to link in with other players, his ability to get away from trouble, and just how he can play in the left wing and on the right wing, and just how light he's on his feet. And just watching him, I'm like, oh, this is Cody Gakpo, but better. So this is almost a better footballing version and a much more exciting version and a higher potential version of what Cody Gakpo is. So it's like Cody Gakpo with a much higher ceiling. So that's just where I am with it. So for Liverpool, if Liverpool gets Wirtz and they get Ekitike, Liverpool are looking extremely scary next season. This guy's looking extremely scary next season. For Chelsea, Ekitike is not a guy. For 60 million, either gets Gyokeres or gets Osimhen. We need an actual goal scorer, which we don't have. Nico Jackson is not a high volume goal scorer. Nobody that we have is a high volume goal scorer. We need the second coming of your boy Drog. We need the second coming of your boy Drog. That is what we freaking need to freaking cook, man. Like that video, guys. Subscribe. So hit that subscribe button over there and check out those other vids and join up and become a member.